Bro, I don't care. I'm serious. I don't want to hear about you working that hard, you being too busy. When you can't answer the phone because you rather concentrate on your work or you can answer the order, then stores don't even open the damn list. Whatever grocery store you call yourself running to, stores don't still open the damn list. I'm not for the world and stress about that. When you get like that, I want to get peace. I don't want to beg my girl come spend time with me. You come spend time with me. You too busy. You gotta do other stuff. What do you need to be? It's that simple. I know I don't ask. I don't ask for this. You gotta do you more than you want. I'm tired of it. I'm not to deal with you anymore. For real. For real. It's not working. I'm stressed and worried about you when you don't answer the phone. I'm taking all kinds of stuff and that. You don't buzz or dealing with somebody else. Just leave it. I don't. I won't be like this no more. I've been through it enough. I know I'm good to you, and I told I would explain to you, and you can't come over 2 times. Who the hell was 12 hours a week doing a code, supposed to work for yourself, but you work for yourself fucking bad. I don't care if you got to spend 1,300 on your code still, bro. Like I said, I haven't seen you over here that's going on. I haven't seen you at the time. And I'm begging you to spend time with me, and I'm not for it. I won't beg no woman supposed to love me or you to not be with me. But you got other stuff to do. I make plans, I make rules, I plan to cook, and you can't show up for me. So I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm about to go to bed. You took your shower and got in bed or whatever. I don't even want to talk no more, for real. I'd just rather be left alone because you seem like you don't understand it, or it's not important to you, or you don't care. So stay concentrating on making your money and doing what you want to do. All right.
Wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Right back to Swift again on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henley. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Singletary trying the left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4.
Yeah. No, you just shut it on.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off play action. Henley. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Swift on the counter. And some space here. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Singletary. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Gano's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Second and 10. Off play action. Henley. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Henley. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st down, Henley. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Henley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Henley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's it, baby. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete.
Remember the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shoot, watch the
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Don't get nervous. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
59 mark, check, 59. Let's go. Check 37, check 19. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Off play action. Henley. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Henley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run here with Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 19 and a 1st down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henley. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Henley. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Mike 59. Mike 59. Watch the back. Watch the back. Shift. Check.
To throw on third down. Henley. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
Here's Swift. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One more time with Swift. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones. He's going to let it fly. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Jones. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man Complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but